Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining the live. Hey, Sasha. I want you to hear this because this is exactly why I'm coming to you, baby. I'm coming to you, Sasha. Let me mute this really quick. Okay, so a few people are in, so I'm gonna just go ahead and start. Um, so you guys, yesterday, hey, um, yesterday morning, I shouldn't even do time frames because that's kind of weird. Mr. Criminal, please don't be watching it. But yesterday I was laying in the bed. My husband had already went to work, and I heard like a truck revving up, y'all. And like legit, the neighborhood we live in is really quiet. It's not the best neighborhood in the world, but it's a really quiet neighborhood. The only people that frequent my street are people that live on this street. Like you don't see traffic on our street unless it's our traffic, like residential traffic. Anyways, hey, um, so I'm laying in the bed around 5 in the morning, pitch black. Anyways, I hear a truck revving. I don't even know. It's engine, it's motor. I don't know. Revving up. So I'm like, what is that noise? Like nobody on our street car sounds like that. And it was just weird to me. So I looked out the window, and you guys freaked me out. It was a it was a truck and another car, and there were four masked men um, standing outside the truck. And I couldn't really see what they were doing. I noticed that two of the masked men had guns. And I was like, oh my God. Now, I'm very dramatic. If you know me, you know I can be dramatic. I'm very, very dramatic. So I was like, oh my God. So when the truck drove off, I called my husband. I'm like, hey, this is what happened. Should I call the police? And he's like, yeah, you and the kids are in the house by yourself. And I'm not there to protect you, so call the police. You're not being dramatic. So I hung up with him. I called the police. I'm on the phone with the operator, and I'm like explaining to her like what I saw. They left the car. They didn't take the car. They left the car, and I'm like describing to her what the car looks like, and I'm telling her what I saw. So I'm like, oh my God, operator lady, tell the police to hurry up because as I'm talking to her, literally, um, sorry, just got a text message. As I'm talking to her, telling her, describing the car and telling her what's happening, the truck pulls back up and it parked like right next door to my house. And the guy that was carrying the gun, he hopped back out. And I'm like, oh my God, they're taking something out of the car, out of the truck. And she's like, can you tell me what they're taking out? I'm like, no, no. I'm like, wait, it looks like a rug. You guys know that. It looked like something out of a movie. So she's like, they're pulling a rug out. Like at this point, it sounded like she didn't believe me. And then I'm like, wait, I see feet at the end of the rug. It's a body in the rug. Like, hurry up. Like, tell the police to hurry. It's a body. Like, they have a body. So she was like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. Like, it's a body in the rug. So she's like, okay. So you can hear the dispatcher behind her talking to the cops. So she's like, stay calm. Can you describe what the people look like? I'm like, no, it's really dark, but they all have on dark colors and they all are wearing masks. So she's like, okay, okay, stay calm. Do you see anything else? I'm like, oh my God, they're taking TVs out of the truck now. And um, she's like, okay, the police are en route. Just stay calm. Can you keep describing and stay on the phone? So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, as I'm talking to her, telling her, I'm like, she's like, I can't really hear you because you're talking. I'm like, look, lady, I'm not going to talk any louder because I don't want them to hear me. It's like really early in the morning, and I know I'm probably paranoid. They're outside, I'm inside, but hey, but I'm like, I'm not about to like be loud. Like, I don't want them to hear me. And then the guy with the gun, it was like a really big gun. I couldn't tell what kind it is. I like guns, but I couldn't tell in the dark what kind of gun it was. And so the operator, um, I was like, wait, he's looking. So at this point, I like ducked all the way down. Thank you, Melissa. I ducked all the way down so he couldn't see me because he's like being the lookout, I guess. And they got the body in the car, and then they put like the TVs in the car. And I was like, wait, one of the guys has on this color. And she was like, okay. So she's dispatching it to the person that's behind her, and they're feeding it to the police. So she's like, the police are pulling up. Literally, you guys, as the police pulls up, the two vehicles pulls off. Our street is a one-way street. Well, it's a two-way. You can go both ways, but there's no ending to our street, so you basically have to go around. It's like a U-turn, like, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it's like a cul-de-sac, but not a cul-de-sac. Get up, Cordell. Seriously, I'll knock your face off. Um, Set it over there. So she's like, the police is pulling up. I see the police now at this point in front of my house. I'm like, tell him if he speeds up, he can catch them. I know it was raining, but literally he was like 5 to 10 seconds behind them. I'm like, if he pulls up, like speeds up just a little, he can catch them. But please tell him to be careful because they were armed, and like, I don't want a cop to die, you know? So I'm like, tell him to be careful because, they have guns. It was, you guys, it was so freaking crazy. It was so crazy. So I couldn't sleep for the rest of yesterday morning. Like, I didn't get any sleep, and then like I called my husband, and then like uh, our vehicle broke down, so he takes public transportation now until we either get it fixed or get a new car, which is fine because it's fine. But hey, so I'm just like, he's on the phone with me. He's like, man, I'm happy you're okay. I'm happy the kids are okay. And I'm like, I just hate that the cops did not come a few seconds faster, because if they would have came, they could have saw, like what I saw. They could have like caught people. And he's like, but maybe it wasn't in the plans. He was like, they were. Hey, um, he was just like, maybe it wasn't in the plans. It was only one cop car, and they could have, attacked him and shot him, and they could have like literally ran up in our house or anything. And he was just like, bullets could have flew in the house or anything. So, well, okay. So the operator was like, okay, the cops are, after them now. You can hang up, but do you want us to come back? Would you like a cop to come back, or would you like us to let you know? I'm like, no, I don't like. No, I don't want. I don't want to know. I don't want to update. Like, I just don't, because I watch too much ID, the ID channel, and I know like when you tell somebody when the cops come back, the criminals always, and then they kill you. So I was just like, no, I don't want them to come back. I don't want them to contact me. Like, no, like I was just so scared. But then like this morning, my husband, he went to work, and he was just like, when he got off, he was like, I was so paranoid. Like, he was like, I was like looking for every car that I heard. He was like, I was looking to make sure it wasn't a red van. He was like, because I was scared. He was like, the story is really creepy. And he was just like, I was scared. But I don't call my husband unless it's an emergency. And so I guess he knew that I was being serious, but freaking creepy. Like, and then when he went to work, of course, I couldn't sleep. Like, the doors every 5 minutes, looking out the window. Like, I was so paranoid. So I was just like, you know what? It's already written in stone. I've been talking about moving out of state for some time now, but the wheels are turning. I'm moving out of state. Like this is, oh my God, our neighborhood is so quiet. It's so freaking quiet, and for that, I know that they committed the crime outside of our neighborhood, but they were using our neighborhood to like do their dirt. Like, thank you. Um, it just makes me, yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking. Oh, well, another story too, but um, it just makes me paranoid, and I know like stuff can happen. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, um, oh, I'm coming. We're coming. Just give us one full year. We'll be down there sometime next in September. Yeah, go ahead, Bryce. To look for houses, but yeah, it was so scary, and it's like for our neighborhood to be as quiet as it is, and like it's creepy. Like it just freaked me out, and I was like, I'm done. And I know, like I said, I know stuff can happen anywhere, but I'm done. Like our city is not. It's never been a really safe city anyway, and it's always high in crime, high in murders, high in this, high in that, and I'm just over it. Like I'm so over it. I want to find a city that's very family friendly and low crime rate, low like a lot. I know like that's going to be hard to do in this day and age, but I don't care anymore. I'm out of here, y'all. Like I'm so serious. And then I owe you guys a pregnancy update, which this came so freaking fast. Like today is a whole nother week. I'm a whole nother week pregnant already. I won't do a belly shot. You know what? I'm not even gonna do the pregnancy update in here. I'll just tell you guys this. Today, I think it's all the stress and anxiety I've got from what I saw yesterday. But I fainted today, and like, oh, it wasn't good at all. I didn't fall on my stomach. Thank God my husband was like, as I was walking out of our bathroom, I was like, I feel weird. Everything is like spinning. And my husband like jumped up and like ran towards me. And when he got to me, I literally passed out. Um, so I've just been like taking it easy today. Like, thank you, lovely. I've just been taking it easy today, y'all, and just like I'm just tired. I'm like physically tired and mentally tired. No, no one saw my face. It was so dark outside, and it was raining. So, so literally, no one saw my face. And where I was positioned at in the house, they couldn't have saw it. No, thank God. And um, I at first I wasn't going to talk about it. Oh, I am. I plan on it. I just woke up from the whole shenanigans of like fainting or whatever. Um, we have contractors in the house, so that they're drilling and hammering, and so I can't really sleep. But when they leave, I plan on getting some more rest. But yeah, I wasn't gonna do any. Can y'all hear that? Like they're hammering loud. Um, I wasn't planning on doing anything today, but oh, and I wasn't planning on doing a video about what happened yesterday. But I was just like, you know what? Like they don't know what house I was calling from. They will literally have to check every house. Um, and they didn't see me, so I was like, I'll just do the video. But man, y'all, that was so freaking scary. Now I've seen some crazy stuff in my life. Like I've been shot at before. I've had some crazy things happen, but this incident right here has like made it to the top ranks. Hey Lex, and I'll actually do a video about me being shot at because it's like when I'm pregnant, a lot of crazy stuff happens. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all Thank you, Lex Boo. I was just telling about a weird incident that happened yesterday. Hey, Tammy. I saw your. I'm going to go back and watch it because I don't know who hating girl. But yeah, I didn't want to be long. And like I said, I don't feel good. So I'm going to just end the video. But I just wanted to tell you what happened. Like, crazy. Yeah, I feel like I feel like all the weird stuff happened to me. I don't know. But thanks for watching, y'all, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Hey, Bella, thank you. It is. Thank you, Tammy.